What's good? Sophisticated G in the building. You already know what it is. I'm gonna get right into it. You can't expect God to do everything for you, right? I feel like we put too much on God and we don't really understand the power that we have, the power that He gave us, right? God gave us dominion over this world. He gave us the power to have great authority. Not only that, He gave us the power of free will. So God gave us the abilities to make things happen for ourselves. And a lot of things that we go through in this life is because of our decisions that we make for ourselves. Right? God can't do everything. I think we expect too much from God a lot of the times. Especially when we're not doing right. A lot of us don't be doing right. We don't really be doing what we're supposed to do. We don't work as hard as we're supposed to work. We don't have as much faith as we're supposed to have. But we still expect God to perform miracles, to give us blessings, to give us many breakthroughs, to shower us with just great deeds and always pulling through for us and getting us out of things. And nah, God don't work like that. He don't work like that. You have to be disciplined. You have to be structured. You have to put in a lot of work. You have to put in a lot of dedication. You have to persevere. Right? You have to have faith, extreme faith. You have to have trust in Him. Right? It's a lot of things that we have to do in order for God to do what He needs to do. Right? We have to play our part first. It's not 100% on God, it's 50-50. We have to do our part so that He can do His. It starts with us first though. Right? It starts with us. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, it really does start with us. For instance, a lot of us aren't on the paths that is ordained for us. But we still want things to happen in our lives. We still have dreams, goals, and aspirations that we want to achieve, but we're not even doing what we were created to do. And the people are like, well, then how do you find out what you created to do? That's why you're supposed to tap in with God. That's for you to figure out. You're supposed to tap in with God. You're supposed to have that faith. You're supposed to build that relationship with Him. You're supposed to stay in the Bible, read the scriptures, pray, fast, do what you can do to build that relationship so you can hear Him more clearly. Take those walks in nature. Isolate yourself a little bit so that you can really hear Him. I'm telling you, you do those things, you'll start to realize what you want to do in life. You'll start to realize, like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. And then you go at it. You take off. You take after it. You put your all in it. You don't half-ass. You can't half-ass. How you expect God to bless you if you half-assing? You can't be half-assing or not really putting your all in things and then expect for things to just go your way and expect things to just happen and expect things to just manifest. Nah, you gotta put in that work. You gotta be on that grind. You gotta make a lot of sacrifices. You gotta do things that you don't normally want to do. That's what sets you apart. That's what makes you different. That's what sets you different from everybody else. And it's very pleasing to God. Oh, I see you really putting that work. All right, let me make certain doors open. Let me put certain people in his realm, in His area. Let me make certain things shift in His life. Preparation is the key to life. A lot of us ain't even prepared for that breakthrough. A lot of us ain't even prepared for that opportunity. Right? A lot of us ain't prepared at all. A lot of us ain't conditioned. We ain't been running. We ain't been working out. We're not conditioned. We're not conditioned at all. How you expect to prosper in the Olympics and win a gold medal, but you ain't been working out? You ain't been studying your craft. You ain't been getting into it. You ain't been grinding, but you expect to win a gold medal? Like, nah, bro. You got to put in that work. You got to make those sacrifices. You got to be disciplined. Like I said, yo, we be wanting God to do everything for us. God, do this, do that, do this, do that, and just chill and just wait for things to happen, wait for things to manifest. Like, nah, you gotta get up off your ass. You gotta get up and do something. Like I said, God ain't gonna move until you move. But you gotta think from a logical standpoint. If you're not really doing what you're supposed to do, you're not even giving yourself a chance. You're not even giving yourself a chance. You're not even giving yourself this opportunity. And let's say you're not conditioned, right? You ain't really been practicing. You ain't really been working on your craft. And let's say an opportunity does present itself, but because you're not prepared, because you're not conditioned, you fail, or you miss out on the opportunity, or you get rejected. Whose fault would that be? You can't blame God. Because a lot of people like to blame God. You can't blame God for that. You gotta blame nobody but yourself. A lot of people have done had opportunities and they messed it up because they didn't prepare themselves properly. I was just watching an interview about this football player. He was a backup, right? And he ended up getting cut. He ended up getting cut during training camp, right? So what happened was, I think it was like 3/4 into the season. So I'm thinking like around like November-ish, he got a call, right? A quarterback got hurt. He got a call to fill in. I forget the quarterback's name. Mind you, this guy said, bro, I ain't touched a football since training camp. I haven't thrown a football since the summer. This dude was not working out. He wasn't throwing the ball. He wasn't doing nothing since the summer. He had an opportunity to start for a team. The team called him, yo, our quarterback just got hurt. We need you to fill in. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Of course, he ain't going to say, oh, nah, actually, I'm not prepared. No, he's going to take the opportunity. But guess what? He did horrible. He throwing picks. He costing him the game. He turned over the ball. He's not accurate with the ball. He's missing his receivers. There's no chemistry. He was in bad shape. And he ended up retiring. He ended up like, you know what, this ain't for me, because he didn't prepare himself. Now imagine if he kept at it. He kept working. He still was throwing the football. He still was working out. He was conditioned. He was prepared. It probably would have turned out a totally different way. But that's what happens when you don't prepare yourself. That's what happens. Lesson learned. You feel me? So we got to do our part first. Before God can do his part, we got to do our part. We have to do our part first. We have to do our part first. We have to put in that work, dedication. We got to put those hours in. We got to put that time. We got to have patience. We have to have faith. It's a lot of things that we have to do in order for God to move, in order for God to work. He ain't going to make things happen if you're not prepared for it. If you're not really doing nothing. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So, like I said, I'm going to end it off with that. You already know what it is. If it's Kitty G, salute.